Okay, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat, grade 10 students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Magandang tanghali po, sir.
Okay. So, this lesson will be recorded, no? Para mai-post din natin dun sa YouTube. Para if ever na gustong balikan yung lesson at dun sa mga klase nyo hindi nag-a-attend ng online class, so they can watch our lesson. So, para nilang mapanood. Tsaka, yun nga, baka yung iba sa inyo gusto ito na lang yung gawing reviewer sa YouTube o yun na lang din yung tignan ninyo. Kung halimbawa, tinatamad kayong tumingin sa LMS, di ba? So, ipopost lang ulit natin sa YouTube. Parang yung katulad dun sa lesson doon sa Hip Hop Dan. So, I hoping na napanood yun na yung video na yun kasi kasama po yun sa exam natin para sa Friday. No? And hindi ko pa naibibigay yung gagawin nga doon na activity no? So, siguro sasend ko na lang sa GC kasi last week busy kami gumawa ng mga dapat na gawin sa school. No? Wala tayong pasok last week no? Wala tayo. Postpone yung mga online classes. Ngayon, ang lesson natin ay tungkol sa 20th century traditional composer. Okay? So sabi dyan, the contemporary music in the Philippines refers to the composition that have adapted ideas and elements from 20th century art music in the West, as well as the latest trends and musical style in the entertainment industry. The modern Filipino repertoire consists of musical pieces that have been written in 20th century idioms that have evolved out of such stylistic movements as Impressionism, Expressionism, Neoclassicism, as well as an avant-garde and new music. Kasi meron din mga sikat na Filipino artist tayo na maaari din nating ikumpara sa mga sikat na 20th century composer sa ibang bansa. Kasi di ba, yung mga sikat yun, sila Claude Debussy, Gregor Stravinsky, mga na mga composer. Kahit si Ben Beethoven, mga ganyan. So, in our country, meron din tayong mga sikat na mga 20th century na maaaring mahanay sa mga composition, sa mga Impressionism, Expressionism, Neoclassicism, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, these are the different 20th century traditional composers. So, ito po yung una, si Francisco B. Buen Camino Sr. So, he was born year 1883 and died on year 1952. So, he was founded Conservatory of Music in Centro Escolar University in Manila, hindi yun sa Malolos, no? So, siya po ay graduate ng Conservatory of Music sa CU Manila. created the Buen Camino Music Academy. So siya po ang gumawa nun. And then ventured into musical directing and scoring and composing film music for Sampaguita Pictures, LBN, and Excelsior. So ito nga po yung ilan sa mga compositions na ginawa ni Mr. Francisco B. Buencamino. So yung una na nga dyan is yung Prinsesa ng Kumintang, Maligayang Bati, Ang Bukang Liwayway, Ang Bagong Balitaw, Himig ng Nayon, Damdamin, Pizzicato Caprice, Harana, Pandango ni Neneng, Colar de Sampaguita, Dulces Las Horas, Mayon, Fantasia de Concierto, My Soul's Lament Larawan, Mazurka, Boholona, and Mi Bandera. So magparinig ako sa inyo ng isang composition ni Mr. Francisco B. Buencamino. I don't know if some of you are familiar with his composition, no, kasi medyo luman-luma na yung kanta na to. Pero for sure, yung mga lolo't lola ninyo, alam to. Or narinig na nila. Okay? So, pakinggan natin yung isang composition niya na Pandango ni Neneng. So, kasi common to, baka narinig na ninyo pagka nag-folk dance. Okay, ito po yung ang Pandango ni Neneng ni F. Buencamino Sr. Okay, siguro parang napafamiliarize niyo yung sounds, tama ba? Sino ba dito sumasali ng folk dance pagka Filipino Week? Parang kayo ata yung section na nagsayaw nito hindi ba? Yung parang folk dance. Okay, ito po yung isa pang composition ni Francisco. Ang title nito ay Himig sa Nayon. O Himig ng Nayon. Okay, pakinggan natin. Talaga naman ang tunog niya parang makakalikasan, di ba? Hello, malinaw naman yung boses, ano? Ang tunog. Okay. So, malinaw naman yung sounds na naririnig ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yun po yung ilan sa mga compositions ni Buencamino Francisco. Okay? So, next natin ay si Francisco S. Santiago. Okay, kamukha ni Emilio Aguinaldo, ano? Pero hindi si Emilio Aguinaldo yan. Okay, so Dr. Francisco Santiago, 1889 born, namatay siya noong year 1947. So Francisco Santiago is known as the father of the Kundiman. Okay, so nung araw ng panahon nila, so kinilala si Francisco Santiago bilang isang ama ng Kundiman and belonged to the triumvirate of Filipino composers. His music was romantic in style in incorporating Western forms and techniques with folk materials. He was also a musical director for films like Kundiman, Leron Leron Sinta, Madaling Araw, Manilenya, and the movie inspired by his own composition, Pakiusap. He became the first Filipino director of the UP Conservatory of Music. Okay, so ganon kahusay si Francisco S. Santiago. So ito nga po yung ilan sa mga sikat na kanta na ginawa o musika na ginawa ni Francisco Santiago. So pakinggan po natin yung isa. Pakinggan natin yung Anak Dalita.
Ako'y anak ng dalita, nakikinig ng luha, ang naritong humihigit, nabigyan ang awa. Buksan mo ang langit at buksan ang aking ligay sa kapagdanam.
Okay, so yun po yung Anak Dalita. So ito po yung isa, pakinggan natin yung Pakiusap na ginawa ni Francisco Santiago. Okay.
Natutulog ka man, hirap ko magintiman, kung hayang malaman ang nagpapaalam.
Ayan, siguro naririnig man natin yung mga kanta na yan ngayon. Maaaring baka yung katulad niya, yung mga kanta sa mga patay-patay, di ba? Pero sigurado yung mga lolo't lola ninyo, familiar sila sa mga musika na ganyan. No? Kasi panahon na nila yan. Okay? Ngayon, punta tayo dun sa kasunod na compositor sa traditional music. Ito ay si Nicanor Abelardo. Siguro naman narinig yun na yung pangalan na yan kasi parang nababanggit-banggit ko yan sa mga sections Okay? So Nicanor Abelardo, born on year 1893 and died on year 1934. So Nicanor Abelardo is one of the triumvirate of Filipino composer. So isa rin siya sa pinakasikat o pinakakilala, which includes Antonio Molina and Francisco Santiago. So yun yung parang kasabayan niya, no? Kasabayan niya pa rin ito, si Mr. Francisco Santiago, yung nabanggit kanina. He studied at the Chicago Music College and was influenced by the musical styles of Schoenberg, Hindemith, and Stravinsky. So, na-influensya niya yung musical style na ginagawa nila Schoenberg and Hindemith and Mr. Igor Stravinsky. He developed a style that combined European Romanticism with Chromaticism. His composition contained hazy tones, dissonance, and unusual chordal combinations. Although a 20th century modern composer in a style, he is also considered a composer in the Romantic style. He also composed the University of the Philippines official anthem o yung UP Naming Mahal. So siya po ang gumawa nun. And then the UP College of Music building, Nicanor Abelardo Hall, and the main theater of the Cultural Center of the Philippines o Tanghalang Nicanor Abelardo were named after him in his honor. So hindi pa ako napupunta sa UP College, pero doon daw pinangalan yung ano na yon, yung parang tanghalan ng UP College o UP University, no? Okay, so ito po yung ilan sa mga kanta na ginawa ni Nicanor Abelardo. So, Mutyang Pasig, Nasaan Ka Irog, Kabantina, For Violo, Selo, Magbalik Ka Hiram. So, ang pinakalam ko lang dito sa ginawa niya, yung Nasaan Ka Irog. So, madalas dati narapakinggan ko to sa radyo nung bata pa ako. Narinig ko lang. So, parinig ko sa inyo yung sample. Nasaan ka irog? Yun eh.
Nasaan ka irog? Nasaan ka irog? Yung itatangi, sumalik ka sa
Okay, so yan po yung Nasaan Ka Irog. Pakinggan natin yung Mutya ng Pasig.
Kabimang sa langit ay nagatunaw. Tila ginigising ng habat sa
Okay, so yan po yung Mutya ng Pasig ni Nicanor Abelardo. Okay? So, hindi natin mapakinggan ng lahat, ano? Kasi, yung oras eh. Okay, so, ang susunod na compositor natin ay si Antonio J. Molina. Okay? O, katulad ni Nicanor Abelardo and Francisco Santiago, so he is also a triumvirate of Filipino composer. So, he was the first national artist for music and is considered one of the triumvirate of Filipino composers. He began his music career as an orchestral soloist at the Manila Grand Opera House. He served as Dean of the Central Escolar University Conservatory of Music from 1948 to 1970. He was also a faculty member of the University of the Philippines Conservatory, now College of Music, nung panahon na yon. Molina was a product of both the Romantic and Impressionist style. He was fascinated by the dynamics and harmonies of Debussy, but retained much of the Romantic style in his melody. Okay, so ito po yung ilan sa mga ginawang kanta ni Antonio J. Molina. So, pakinggan po natin yung isa. Awit ni Maria Clara yung pakinggan natin. Tingnan natin yung Pandangguhan ni Antonio Molina. Okay? Ito po. Ilan sa mga kaunawang kanta ni Antonio Molina. So, puntahan po natin yung next composers natin for traditional music. So, susunod ay si Col Antonio Benaventura. O yung nabuhay siya noong 1904 and namatay noong 1996. O nung namatay pala siya, buhay na ako. Kasi 1994 ako eh. Okay? Col Antonio Ramirez Benaventura was renowned composer, conductor, and a teacher. He led the UPROTC band, and established the UP Junior Orchestra, which was the first collegiate orchestra in the country. He was also awarded a study grant by the UNESCO in 1949. He was delegate to the General Assembly of the International Society for Music Education held in Montreal, Switzerland in 1976. He represented the country at the general meetings of the International Music Council or yung IMC in Rome noong 1962 and Hamburg noong 1964. He also restored the Philippine Constabulary Band in 1945, which was reputedly likened to a symphony orchestra. It was considered one of the best military band in the world. Yan, no? Ganun kagaling. It would later be renamed the Philippine Army Band. Okay, so yung parang pinangalanan na ngayon na Philippine Army Band, yung dating military band na yun, yung constabulary band na yan. He promoted Philippine music through his extensive use of folk materials, which he had recorded Tolentino and national artist for dance Francisca Reyes Aquino. He was declared artist for music in 1988. So ito nga po yung ilan sa mga kilalang kanta na ginawa ni Benaventura. Ay, sorry. May nag-join eh. Si Jana ngayon lang dumating. Okay? So, pakinggan po natin yung Pandango sa Ilaw. No? So, ito yung pinaka-common eh. Antonio Benaventura. Ito for sure, alam niyo na to at narinig niyo na to sa folk dance.
Pista sa rayo, magsayaw sa hirap, nakakabinandang kumasal, ang maliit mo at ang kalumbas, may taglay na ilaw, ay tinutawag sa ugot sa mga kamay. Ngunit di mo sa mga pasal.
Okay? So, next song na pakinggan natin is yung Mindanao Sketches. Antonio Benaventura. Okay, so yun po yung tinatawag nating Mindanao sketches ni Antonio Benaventura. So medyo may pagka-orchestra yung dating niya, no? Okay, next natin ay si Rodolfo S. Cornejo. So buhay noong 1909, namatay noong 1991. His first composition at age 10 was a piano piece entitled Glissando Waltz. So imagine at the age of 10, nakagagawa na siya ng mga musical piece. No, ang title nga nun ay Glissando Waltz. It was followed 3 years later by a military march entitled Salute. Okay? At the age of 14, 26 of Cornejo's compositions were already listed by the United Publishing Company Incorporation. So at the age of 14 daw, yung 26 na ginawa ng composition ay nasama sa United Publishing Company Incorporation. He received his Bachelor of Music degree, major in piano and theory from the Chicago Musical College of Roosevelt University, USA in 1932. He received a Master of Music degree, major in composition and conducting at the Chicago Musical College of Roosevelt University, USA in 1933. He was conferred a Doctor of Music degree honoris causa in 1954. He received his Doctor of Philosophy degree major in composition from the Unitarian College of Philosophy in Kansas City in USA noong 1947. Cornejo taught at the UP Conservatory of Music and became the researcher and official composer of the Philippine government in exile. He was commissioned to write a symphony and an opera, composed the music for the documentary film on President Quezon's funeral. He served as pianist director of a USO concert unit that entertained the Allied forces of the ETO de Marinas and the Hawaiian Island during World War II. Cornejo was the soloist of the Manila Symphony Orchestra, Philippine Youth Symphony Orchestra, and UP Symphony Orchestra. Later on, he became the musical director of the Sampaguita and Vera Ferres movie companies since 1978. He held concerts in the United States. He appeared as composer conductor of the Seattle Opera House and the Seattle Playhouse. He is listed in the International Who's in Music. Cornejo was also known for his extemporaneous thematic improvisation based on the letter of people's names. So ito nga po yung ilan sa mga ginawang kanta ni Rodolfo Cornejo. Okay, sa pakinggan po natin yung isa, yung Ibong Adar na Kandingan. Okay, so yan po yung mga ilan sa mga sikat na ginawa ni Mr. Rodolfo Cornejo. Okay, next compositor natin ay si Felipe Padilla de Leon Sr. So 1912-1992 National Artist for Music. Okay, so he took up fine arts at the University of the Philippines in 1927, but he had to stop schooling in order to make a living. So, huminto siya ng pag-aaral para dahil sa hirap ng buhay, in order to live. He played the trombone in dance orchestra, which performed in cabaret circuses and vaudeville. He worked as an assistant conductor of the Nueva Ecija High School Orchestra, where started doing musical arrangement. Later on, he wrote music for the Zarzuela. So yung Zarzuela, yun yung parang theater ng Pilipino, kung tawagin nila yun. He decided to study formally and enrolled at the Conservatory of Music University of the Philippines, where he studied under national artists called Antonio Benaventura and Antonio Molina. Okay? So nag-aral siya under nila Antonio Benaventura and Antonio Molina. He took advanced studies in composition under Vittorio Gianni of the Juilliard School of Music in New York, USA. So he received many awards such as Composer of the Year noong taong 1949, Manila Music Lover Society Musician of the Year 1958, UP Conservatory of Music, and others. So marami pang iba, no? He was known as the nationalist composer who expressed the Philippine cultural identity through his composition. Felipe De Leon received a posthumous award as National Artist for Music noong taong 1997. Okay? So, ito po yung ilan sa mga sikat na ginawa ni Felipe De Leon. So, kung mapapansin niyo itong mga kanta na to, medyo familiar na tayo dito, especially the Noli Me Tangere El Filibusterismo. Siya yung gumawa ng Zarzuela o ng parang theater na palabas na ito noong taong 1957, Noli Me Tangere El Filibusterismo noong 1970. And aside from that, meron siya mga kantang pamasko na naririnig naman natin na ngayon. Yeah, katulad yan, yung Payapang Daigdig, Noche Buena, Pasko na naman. No? Siguro hindi ko napaparinig sa inyo kasi alam nyo na yan. Ano? Yung Payapang Daigdig, yun yung ay lamig ng araw, ay ang payapang daigdig. Parang ganun yun eh. Ano bang tune nun? Teka, nalimutan ko yung lyrics eh. Alam ko yun eh. Ang gabi payapa, lahat ay tahimik, pati mga tala sa bugaw na langit. Parang ganun yung tono nun eh. Kainhin ng hangin, waring umiibig sa kapayapaan ng buong daigdig. Parang madalas, hindi pala parang, talagang naririnig natin to pagka magpapasko na. Okay? So yan po, yung ilan sa mga ginawang kanta ni Felipe De Leon. Noche Buena, alam na natin yan, di ba? Hindi na, paparinig ko na nga sa inyo. Kahit isa lang. Okay, ito po yung Noche Buena ni Felipe De Leon. Alam nyo na yan, sure for sure.
Ang lahat ay saya, nagluto ang atin ng manok na tinola. Sa bahay na puya, ay merong itsura, kung bawat araw ay nagkakapatiba. Ayun na, iyong masanong tayo, mayroon na tayong pinapay at keso. Di ba Noche Buena, sabi kita, at bukas kaya ng Pasko.
Okay, so yun po yung Noche Buena. Okay, yung Pasko na naman, okay, tuli ng araw. So siya po yung gumawa ng kanta na yun. Okay? Next natin na composer ay si Lucio San Pedro. So Lucio San Pedro, 1913 and namatay noong year 2002. So National Artist for Music. Lucio San Pedro was born on February 11, 1913 in Agono, Rizal. He studied the banjo, which inspired him to become a serious musician. He later pursued his music degree of the University of the Philippines and the Juilliard School in New York, USA. He became a professor of theory and composition at the University of the Philippines College of Music. Okay? And Lucio San Pedro is known as a romantic nationalist. He incorporated Philippine folk element in his compositions, which Western forms and harmony. His chords have rich, expressive tonality. His works for the symphonic band was where he was most prolific and productive both as composer and conductor. His musical prowess was internationally recognized when he was invited to be judged at the prestigious band Cleveland International Piano Competition in 1980. And he was declared National Artist for Music in 1991. So ito po yung ilan sa mga ginawang kanta niya. So ito yung pinakakilala. So hindi lang yan, marami pa. No? Ito kasi yung pinaka-common. No? So yung una, yung ugoy ng duyan. So alam niyo na rin yan. Narinig niyo na yan before. Pakinggan natin. Okay, so narinig niyo na yan siguro noon pa, no? Noong mga elementary days. Uso yung kanta na yan eh. Okay, sa ugoy ng duyan. Okay, ni Lucio San Pedro. Next composer natin, we see Cipriano Ryan Cayabyab. So, of course, he is also a traditional composer, contemporary composer, no? So, ito na yung pinakakilala natin ngayon. No? So, ito na yung siguro sa mga nabanggit na pangalan ng mga traditional composer, si Cipriano Ryan Cayabyab ang pinaka nakikilala natin. So Ryan Cayabyab is a popular contemporary composer who also has classical composition to his credit. His composition style makes much use of syncopation, extended chords, and chromatic harmony. He obtained his Bachelor of Music degree at the UP College of Music. He became a faculty member for composition at the same university. He also served as the executive and artistic director of the San Miguel Foundation for the Performing Arts, which oversaw the operation and programming of San Miguel Philharmonic Orchestra and San Miguel Master Choral. At present, he continues to be a much sought-after professor, musical director, composer, arranger, and conductor in the Philippine concert and recording scenes. Ito nga po yung ilan sa mga sikat na kanta na ginawa ni Ryan Cayabyab. So sa mga nakikita natin dito, ang pinakaalam natin ay yung kiganda ng ating musika. So yun nga yung kiganda ng ating musika. And so on and so forth. So Misa for Poems for Soprano and Piano, Tedium, di kasama yung K kasi hindi na, dito dapat yung K. As well as the Modern Zarzuela Alikabok noong year 2003 and the opera is Foliarium. Okay? So, yun po. Yun po muna tayo for this day. Okay? So, yun po mga nabanggit na yon ng mga composer. So, there are the different composer of traditional songs, no? Sa mga kilalang mga composer sa atin sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, ulitin natin. Isa-isayin natin. So, yung unang traditional composer noong 20th century sa ating bansa, Francisco B. Buencamino Sr., Francisco S. Santiago, Nicanor Abelardo, Antonio J. Molina, Col Antonio Benaventura, Rodolfo S. Cornejo, Felipe de Leon Sr., Lucio San Pedro, and Ryan Cayabyab o Cipriano Ryan Cayabyab. Okay, mas kilala as Mr. C. No? So, those are the different 20th century traditional composer in the Philippines. So, magpo-post na lang po ako ulit ng mga seatworks and quizzes doon po sa ating learning management system. So, I will go to inform you pagka na-post ko na doon yung mga dapat ninyong sagutan. Okay? Meron po ba kayong questions?
Sir, ipopost mo po yung syllabus. Nalate po kasi ako kanina.
Opo, ipapost ko sa LMS tapos ipapost ko din sa YouTube. Bahala na kayo kung saan nyo gustong reviewin yung part na to para sa mga exam and quizzes. Okay? I-set ko na lang ulit sa inyo yung link pagka na-upload na. Mamayang gabi pa ako mag-upload ng mga diniscuss. Okay? May tanong po ba?
Sir, ano pong coverage ng exam?
Yung exam, malalaman nyo sa mamaya. No, malalaman nyo mamaya. Kasi tatapusin ko pa yung mga dapat na gawin sa ihabol para sa third grading dito sa MAPE, no? Ito lang.
Okay, sir.
Ito pala yung record.